Hi there, I'm Mr. Douglas, one of the art teachers here at Benfield School. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about GCSE art and design and give you a little bit about the skills and the layout of the course, just to give you a little bit of an idea of what you might be doing over the next 2 years. So at the start of year 10, we start with a range of what I would call skills lessons. So you come in and you'll start with a pencil, you'll graduate to drawing with a pen, then you'll explore other things like chalks, charcoals, we'll do a little bit of acrylic paints, we'll do a little bit of photography, we'll also do some construction, so 3D work in clay and cardboard, papier-mâché, we'll also do a little bit of collage. So generally in year 10, that's your exploration stage of the course where you'll find your feet, you'll work out what's great, what you're not so good at, and you might decide later on, I'm not going to use that anymore, I'm going to focus on the skills that are best for me. So by Easter, you will have hopefully amassed a range of different skills. You'll be able to essentially give yourself a score out of 10 and say, yeah, I'm pretty good at acrylic paints, I'm not so great with a piece of charcoal or a piece of chalk. After Easter, you'll then be given what's called your final major project. This is your chance to show me your creativity and individuality. That'll run until Christmas of year 11, so you've got 6 months of work, so it's a very sustained and long project, but essentially you're going to use the skills that you've already picked up and figure out, these are the artists that I like, this is the kind of stuff that I'm into, so I'm going to write my own project based on what I'm good at and what I'm into. The trickiest part of the course comes after Christmas in year 11. The exam board will give us an exam sheet, and from there you have to select a title based on nothing other than perhaps one word, like colour, for example, okay? Then from there, you have to go away, research, decide what's good, decide what's not so great in your skill set. So if you had the word colour, for example, you could look at artists who just use the colour red, and that's your entire project. You may, if you're more into photography, do a shoot and figure out how you can edit certain photographs in a certain style based around a certain colour. This portion of the GCSE counts for 40% of your total marks, okay? So you have to hit the ground running, be really, really focused, do a fair bit of work outside of lessons as well to really achieve those high marks. Towards the end of the assignment, so the 40%, you'll be asked to do a 10-hour sustained piece of work. It's not an exam as such, but you do have to do it under exam conditions. So I will just say that at this point, be prepared that you're going to have to sit for sustained periods, maybe for 2 hours at a time, in complete silence, getting on with your work. Don't be too worried about it though. By this point, you'll have a checklist of everything that you need to do all the way through those 10 hours. So you can come in complete silence and go, right, sir, I know exactly what I'm doing. There's my list. So what are the possibilities going forward once you've achieved that GCSE? You can move to college, you could go to university, you could move into apprenticeships. We have a huge range in Newcastle of up-and-coming artists, some of which I'll have taught you a little bit about at Key Stage 3, who will be offering things like apprenticeships. So think about it creatively, use your experience away from school and tailor a project that's going to be unique and interesting for the examiner to read. If you have any questions at all about the GCSE, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me via email or phone the school, and I will try my best to answer as many questions as I can. Thanks very much.